Will Cody Brown move forward and find joy and happiness? He says he will. We have our doubts.
Yes.
Welcome. We are a true crime and wine couple coming at you with a freshly watched episode of Sister Wives in our Cider House reality series. So grab your cider, wine,
Warm
coffee,
milk.
warm milk, whatever you're drinking now at 11 o'clock our time, Eastern time, and come back and join us. So we are subjected to yet another brown birth, but that's later in the episode. So before that happens,
Were all the other brown births as annoying as this brown birth?
a lot of home births.
A lot of home births?
Births, yeah. So the episode starts off with everyone is going to Logan's wedding. Now, Logan doesn't want to be involved with the show. That's Janelle's oldest son. So
Smart dude.
they don't, they say they're going to a wedding, but they don't mention whose it is.
Event.
An event, but it's Logan's wedding, so that's where they're going. And everyone is very nervous because this is the first event that they've all attended together, but not as a family since all the splits. So Christina's nervous. Cody said he wasn't going to go because he's so hated. So once again, Cody plays the victim.
It's all about Cody.
And all the shit talk from Christina and Janelle is why he doesn't want to go to the wedding.
You see, he's just.
Can something not be about Cody? No.
The whole show is about Cody. This whole episode was about Cody.
Even though it was...
And sprinkle a little Robin in there, but it was all about Cody with a little bit of Robin on the side.
Even though it was Logan's wedding and McKelty's birth. It was still all about Cody.
It was all about Cody, yep.
Cody is heartbroken no one will build on Coyote Pass.
He looked like an idiot. Like, the dude don't even know what the hell he's doing. He's putting stakes in, he has a little rope. I'm trying to see, the best layout. Shut the hell up.
Nobody wants to live by you.
No.
I mean, he even offered Mary the Cressida on top of the house he and Robin were going to build, and she told him to take a hike.
He looked ridiculous out there, putting his little stake in and getting his little line strung.
So Logan wants Cody and Robin at the wedding, but Robin is worried that her kids will pick up on the tension. Okay.
You think?
They show everyone at Robin's house. Oh, they finally filmed in Robin's house. You know that's a big deal, right? When they film inside the house, she won't let them film in the house.
Because it's a freaking mess.
Well, they filmed it in a very small area.
Well, she could have cleaned that little small area.
I mean, our studio's bigger, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, they like stuff.
Well, okay.
So anyway, the son, I think, is a freshman in high school. The daughter is not little anymore. She looks, at least 10, 11, right?
Yeah.
She's a bigger kid, right? 9, 10, maybe? Yeah, so I'm sure your kids already know. I mean, they're of the age that they know if people are coming to visit them or not, or they know if they're seeing their whole family or not. So then Robin goes into this diatribe that she doesn't want to show them pictures because then they'll ask about their siblings. Well, Robin, no shit, but they have memory, you fool. Like, they know. I mean, you swear she's talking about a 2 and a 3-year-old, right? I just can't. So then they flash back to Aspen and Mitch's wedding. And Robin says she's in pain and she doesn't know anything anymore. And everybody's happy at Aspen and Mitch's wedding. And Cody's dancing, his terrible dancing and all that kind of stuff. And
I cannot say anything about dancing now that we have something up that shows me dancing, so I have
yes,
to...
but you know you're a bad dancer. Cody thinks he's a good dancer.
Okay.
That's the difference. Yeah.
I know I suck.
McKelty can't make it to the wedding because of the pregnancy. McKelty is huge. I mean, she's having twins, and she's she measured at 50 weeks, and she's
52
30
and she's
weeks.
37.
Yeah. Janelle says she's only nervous about the initial meeting at the wedding, and then she could ignore everyone. You go, girl. That's my girl. Janelle's my girl. That's something I would totally say. Yeah, I just have to say hi to them at the beginning. Then I can ignore all their sorry asses, and I'm good with my life. Robin said the kids shouldn't be involved in any issues with their parents. This might be one of the most ironic quotes of the whole season.
Mm-hmm.
Because we all know that Robin got involved with the big gift exchange and, wanted everybody to do it on some Zoom meeting or something and, then played the victim when she got involved. The kids are all adults or practically adults. Let them figure it out. But no, Robin has to be important and has to control everything and has to insert herself into everything. But yet she doesn't want to be included with anything. And we'll get into that later. There would be no cameras at the wedding, so they can't. It's like a big, there will be no cameras. We will not be filming. Like they put that big thing up like it's so like high drama. You told us 10 times. We already know.
These producers or director or whoever the hell does they suck. They're not good at their job.
Janelle says the wedding was bittersweet. She said she saw Mary. She sat with Christine. It seems like Mary, Christine, and Janelle aren't buddy-buddy, but they're cordial. It seems like they're okay with Mary.
They're okay, yeah.
Yeah,
I guess. They seem to be just okay.
Mary says it was weird, but she hangs out with the people who like her. A lot of the older kids like Mary. McKelty hates Mary. She says Mary abused her or something like that, she claims. But a lot of the older kids get along well with Mary, so she must have done something right by some of the kids.
If I was a kid, I'd probably be afraid of Mary too.
Well, and what they say is that Christine really didn't do much discipline. Janelle was always working. Christine didn't do much discipline, and Mary was around, and Mary didn't want to take the kids' crap. And that's why, which is going to happen when you have different mothers.
Yes, there's 3 different styles.
3 different
4 different styles,
right?
If you include Robin, but.
Yeah, and you're all kind of in the same position. It's not, I can't even imagine like 3 teachers in a room. I already work with one other teacher, and that's hard enough to figure out, but you've got, 3 in the same positions. It's not like, and they're all vying to be the mom. It's got to be strange.
It's a very weird dynamic.
Janelle says she's happy and it's over. She looked shaken up after that wedding, though, didn't she?
Yeah, she did.
It must be strange to go to your son's wedding, know that you're not with his dad, and that was her biological son, so it was probably hardest on her, right. I would think, in my opinion. Oh, and then it gets crazy. Okay, so Cody says they were put into a corner for their safety. What are they going to do, Cody? Like, come and beat the crap out of you?
It's like there's ninjas hiding in the closet are going to come out and whoop his ass.
And then he says he didn't want to talk to Janelle, but Janelle said he said hi to her a couple times in passing. Yeah. And Robin says that Gabe hugged her and said he loved her.
Yes, that's
so
what
that's
she said.
Where, and that's all, and this is before Garrison's death, of course. But all that tension had been happening with Gabe and Garrison and Robin, because during COVID they called and said, "Can we have our dad back?" So I think now it's getting to the point where they're basically blaming their dad maybe and not Robin, but who knows?
So they're getting smarter.
Yes.
But yeah, that he talked about the wedding like everything was about him.
Oh yeah, everyone wanted to look like they were having a better time than him.
Yes.
And it was a teenage drama and total civil war. No, Cody, you're the teenager.
Dude, nobody gave you a second thought.
No, they were nervous to see you. Like Janelle said, she said hi, she got over it. Yeah. Which I'm assuming that's how it would be. You know, you run into him and you see him and then you're like, all right, there he is.
10 seconds and you're off to the open bar.
Out of sight, out of mind, right? And then Robin says she would have liked more positive interactions at the wedding. Hello, you're the one who isolated him from the rest of the whole family. So here you go playing the victim too.
Yeah, the 2 of them are just, like I said earlier, the whole episode was about these 2 idiots.
Aren't they? And they have such a horrible life buying a $4 million house in Flagstaff. Boy, it really sucks to be Robin and Cody.
Yes.
Then Christine mentions divorce being hard. Okay, this drives me crazy. It's not a divorce. I know you considered yourself married to him. I know you were spiritually married to him, but she doesn't believe in the religion anymore. So call it what it
Nobody
right.
does.
So it's not a divorce, and she just left. And according to Mary and Robin, you've got to get a release. I don't know. I think she just likes to say she's divorced. I have
Christine, I don't like her. Not a fan.
So then Cody wishes he could get back with Christine in the future. That was hilarious.
What he said was that when they were splitting, well, first he said she packed his things and he really didn't take her seriously. Dude, she put all your crap in the freaking garage. Mm-hmm. What weren't you taking seriously? And then he's like, it would have been better if we would have split as friends so everybody thought we had a chance to get back together in the future instead of being polarizing and enemies or something like that. I'm like, it was the stupidest thing I had ever heard in my entire life.
He told her he didn't want her.
Yeah.
The only difference is that she took it upon herself to get rid of him.
Pack his shit and put it in the garage.
She took the control away from him, and he lost control of the situation, and that's the only thing he's pissed about. He didn't give a rat's ass about her.
No.
He told her he wanted nothing to do with her. They were just going to be platonic. Like, what, dude, what do you expect? Well, you're a narcissist. And that is my personal opinion. You can have your own personal opinion. You, of course you expect that she's never going to leave you because you're the greatest thing since sliced bread, you know? Cody thinks that he and Mary broke up. You think? Like, hello, did you just get the memo, dude? I don't...
I don't understand the whole dynamic of this show.
And he wouldn't date Mary again.
Yeah, he said if they were single and he said he wouldn't date her.
He's been saying he hates her for what, 6 months now? I mean, I don't know.
But they might be split up, or he's pretty sure they are.
He's pretty sure, yeah. And he doesn't blame her for being angry. He dragged it out. That is the only time he takes responsibility or has any moment of clarity the whole episode, right?
It was very brief, very little.
But that was
yes, that was it.
I mean, he can't even get over Jenga, but we'll get to that later.
Oh, yeah, the whole Jenga thing. Oh, my God.
So Robin whines that she doesn't want her kids to see that the family doesn't want to be with them. But then it gets interesting because right after Robin's whining, Janelle says Robin kept everything separate. And her kids couldn't even go in Robin's fridge. How do you deny a kid food? I don't...
These people are just so freaking... I don't know if it's... I don't even know if this might just be an act. Because how can you be this delusional and stupid without it being an act for the show?
Then Robin goes on to say that no one accepted her kids, which Robin always says. Okay, these people were broke. They had a ton of kids. The kids had no resources. McKelty said they ate stale bread and moldy bread because Cody's family owned a bakery or something. They're not going to be thrilled that you're coming along.
No, wait, his family owned the bakery and he got sent the old bread?
There was something about a bakery and they got old bread.
They got the old bread. They didn't even get the good bread, of course.
Well, of course they're not going to be thrilled about you and your freaking 3 kids. And, Dad's got a new... For lack of a better term, you're not his wife. Well, in the religion, they call them concubines, which just sounds horrible. Basically, that's, so it's just, and not that I respect their religion, not that any of them believe it anymore, except for Mary Janelle, but that is what they are called in the religion. Christine said that the problem with her kids, which this is interesting, she finally says it, that they recognized that Cody and Robin were a couple.
Right.
And they recognized that Christine and Cody weren't.
So they saw the difference and they were like, what the hell's going on?
Well, that's what happens. Kids grow up and they judge you. If you don't raise them right and have a good family life, they will judge the hell out of you when they grow up.
Yep.
Now this was crazy. Cody emphatically declares that Ari says she doesn't like Christine because she left Cody, and Cody says that that's showing loyalty. We almost stopped watching there, but we kept watching for you. I mean, come on. She's a child. You're using a child.
Yeah. And then Robin's like, oh, look, she never stopped him from going anywhere. I wouldn't have allowed
Oh, okay. Well, then that's another thing. So then Cody says the reason he didn't go visit the other wives was Ari would hold onto his leg and not want him to go. And she loved her dad so much and always wanted to be with her dad. So he could never be gone for more than 3 days. And Janelle basically says she told her kids, get over it.
And she's like bad parenting to me.
We're Janelle fans around here, aren't we?
Yep.
Robin says she never kept Cody away from the others. Anybody who watches knows that that's not the truth.
Right.
Even in this fake reality show and what they stage and what they put out there, we all saw it.
Yep.
Cody says, oh, this is good too. Cody says he hopes his kids will call him and he will be in full fellowship with them. They have to call him. Pick up the phone, dude. You're the dad. And these kids are like begging for a relationship with him. They showed episode after episode where Gabe and Garrison, may his soul rest in peace, were talking about how upset they were that they had no relationship with their dad. He called them jerks. He said, I believe he said Garrison was a narcissist, which let's just project our own crap onto her kids. Oh yeah, it was disgusting the way he talked about those kids. McKelty is huge. Both babies are breech. She needs a C-section unless the baby's repositioned. And oh my God, if you want to play a drinking game, every time they say vaginal, drink. Because it was all about McKelty wanting to have a vaginal birth. And all you had to do was take one look at McKelty and know that there was not going to be a vaginal birth.
Chickie, that's not happening.
And then Cody goes on to say that he prefers home births.
What the hell was that?
And that birth is very natural.
What the hell? It's like, dude, you can't.
Probably because he didn't push out 18 kids.
What do you mean
like
you
the
prefer?
Women did.
You prefer a home birth? Shut the fuck up. Shut the hell up. Sorry.
That's
God.
And then they flash back to the cringe scene of Christine going to give birth to Truly with Dr. Bean, who is Christine's bestie. And Cody is talking to him about fertility for Mary.
For Mary, yeah. And Christine's in the hospital bed, and there's just these two dudes talking about some other chick.
Yeah, but
and then she's like, I was okay with it. When are you going to get the chance to actually talk to somebody about this?
I think it was Christine's first epidural, not at home, so she was probably feeling
She was probably probably good to go. Then if she had the epidural, and she wouldn't give a crap about anything at that point.
So if you want to cringe today, or tonight, or whenever you watch it, that's the moment to watch. Robin is excited for the birth and to be grandma. She says she cares about Christine and wants her to be happy. McKelty is done having children of her own.
Yes.
Janelle defends McKelty's relationship with Robin and Cody. McKelty talks about how Robin helped her as a teen by paying attention to her. And Janelle just does say, and McKelty has taken a ton of heat for still being close to Robin and Cody, but miraculously she doesn't talk to them anymore, according to what she's been saying on her last Patreons. So that was interesting. But I do know that from what has been reported over the years, McKelty was kind of the black sheep of the family, and everybody was kind of mean to her and picked on her. And she and Christine butted heads a lot. So I think she went to Robin to be her nanny. Yeah, so obviously it benefited Robin, or Robin wouldn't have taken her in. But, she does seem to have a close relationship with her. McKelty has the babies. Robin cries about her and Christine each holding a baby together. The babies' names are Ace and Archer. Then they take Ace and Archer home, and Avalon meets the babies, rips off one's hat, and is not a happy camper.
Trying to beat the crap out of him, poke it in the eye.
Yeah. Then they all reminisce about the babies they had and raised together. Basically, Christine and Janelle were like, hey, another baby came along, and the kids were like, all right, whatever. And that's one of those things, But apparently that was not the deal.
And it's because of the way they did. They just made a big deal about it. Why? You don't need to make it was ridiculous the way they brought those babies in. Well, she was standing on the counter. She was standing on it was so ridiculous.
Yeah, it wasn't
you don't do it that way.
And then they had all these extra people there, and
tons of people. Yeah, it was. Of course, the kid's gonna act like an idiot.
And Aspen carried McKelty and Tony didn't carry the babies in, which to me, McKelty and Tony should have carried the babies in, so Avalon knows their mom and dad's. It kind of looks like, The
apple doesn't fall too far from the tree with these kids, unfortunately.
And then we have the preview. Cody's Thanksgiving is alone. Robin is losing respect for Cody, and his kids need him. He should camp out on doorsteps. Oh, and I forgot to mention, it was in my notes. So they have this lovely scene of Cody and Robin and all their 5 kids. No, 4 kids. Dayton wasn't there. So the 2 girls, Aurora, Brianna, and then Ariella and Solomon, and they're playing Jenga.
If you weren't going to bring it up, I was.
And go ahead, because he was losing it.
So they're playing the game of Jenga, and they're going, and of course Cody's the one that pulls the wrong thing out, and everything falls over, and everybody's like, he made it fall. He's like, no, we did. We were playing this game as a family. Like, shut the hell up, dude. You're the one that knocked the damn thing over. And then later on, did you notice that they were playing again and the girl did it and knocked it over?
Ari beat, yeah.
And he's like, you knocked it over. It's like, so now it's not we, now it's you. Since it wasn't you knocking it over, now it's you.
And he goes on about how they have this wonderful family unit and there's so much happiness and joy, and they all look miserable, except for the 2 youngest, right? They look miserable, don't they?
Everybody looks miserable, yes.
You think the 2 youngest look miserable too? Well, you can't really see Sully's in the hat.
But just all the kids, they all just look miserable. Nobody looks happy.
They just look like they're forcing it for the camera, too.
I'm sure
they are.
Yeah, 100%.
So, any thoughts?
Well, we sort of thought this was going to be a boring episode, and it pretty much was in what they actually covered, which really wasn't that much. It was kind of stupid that they're covering his wedding that they can't film, so why don't you just mention it and get on with your lives? And then the rest of it's pretty much about the birth. And
there's a little bit of, Cody's happy family.
But then there's a lot of interviews with Cody and Robin. So
yes, a lot.
Most of it was them.
Last week was Janelle's episode.
Last week was all Janelle, yeah.
And this seemed to be Cody
and Robin. Yeah.
And McKelty and the birth.
But so it was sort of, there really wasn't a lot going on, but, of course, Cody and Robin don't disappoint, and they put a lot of gems out there.
Yeah, Robin, this one was just in full victim mode, and Cody was in narcissist on steroids mode. Oh, and then they show, and I just have to give a shout out to Cody's visor and that horrible hairdo.
Oh my God. What was that?
He's on the bike, and his head's like this, and it looks like he's headless. Right? I'm like, who's that headless dude on the bike? And all you can see, so he has his head down, and like the visor's just totally covering his face, and
yeah, I just can't with him. I really can't.
So we tried to improve our volume. Let us know if that's better. We did not include clips or pictures because we got some feedback from one of our viewers, and let us know if you like it without the pictures, without the clips. We were very sad there were no JoJo Siwa references in this one. We had a lot of fun with the JoJo Siwa.
Yeah, no good videos I could put in there.
So please like, subscribe. If you are a returning subscriber, which we refer to as our repeat offenders, thanks for coming back. We love you, and we hope you'll come back again and again and again. And let us know if you like more Sister Wives commentary, content. As you can tell, it's late.
Yes.
So we are drinking
Hardball cider, our usual. This is just their regular the apple cider. Again, all their ciders are just fantastic, and we sort of lean towards that, and probably keep drinking that, probably, right? Unless we find something else.
we're just gonna search.
We'll search, yes. We will put the search on.
So we are tired. We are going to sleep. We are True Crime and Wine Couple, and we hope you'll join us for the next video.